Hey, how's it going? We are continuing the series. We're taking a look at different institutions available up there. Uh, with the number of series, I'm going to be taking a look at Europe and what kind of institutions are available up there. It might be easier to secure finance. That's one of the reasons why I'm taking a look at Europe. I'm not entirely sure how could, or there might be some reasons why I won't be able to work with any of those institutions for whatever reason. But let's try. Let's try and see if I can do it. If not, if anything, I can share some information for others of what kind of support opportunities are available out there. Within this video, I'm going to be taking a look at the European Institute for Innovation and Technology. Let's try to understand this institution. If anything, there might be a network of institutions so that this institution is preparing a lot of scientists, if that makes sense. Those scientists should collaborate with businesses or work for businesses, if that makes sense. Perhaps, if to say the least, this institution might be able to recommend me to reach out to different institution, I guess. And from there, depending on what kind of issue or problem I might be able to solve, this institution might recommend where to go, to say the least. If not, perhaps themselves I will collaborate with them. But again, once I will send all the documents to sign, they might refuse to do that. So there's a lot of problems that might arise as we go. But either way, let's jump on the good old internet and try to find as much information about the institution as we can. The European Institute of Innovation and Technology is an independent EU body created in 2008 to strengthen Europeans' ability to innovate. The EIT is an integrated part of Horizon 2020. So perhaps then this is what they are saying. Perhaps there's a lot of capital that was allocated at that time, and they might be still using it, but most likely they would run out of the capital that was given to this institution in the next 6 months or so. So they might request for the additional injection of capital, or they might be interested in sourcing that capital from somewhere else. So, but that's my own understanding what they actually are saying. The EU's framework program for research and innovation. Its mission is to promote and support the integration of higher education, research, and business, known as knowledge triangle. So this is how we're building that triangle, right? Higher education, research, and business. Myself, I'm coming to this institution as a business, right? And yeah, I can cover in more detail what my experience, right? For people who are interested. But usually, the people that I would be dealing with, oh, it would be a lower place. But hopefully, this institution is better. Hopefully, this institution is going to be different when it comes to business, collaborating with any of those institutions. And this knowledge triangle is to foster innovation and entrepreneurship across Europe. So that's what they're looking to achieve. Key features of EIT include knowledge and innovation committees. EIT operates throughout a network of KICs, like that wasn't enough, but either way, which are a partnership that brings together business, research centers, and universities in specific thematical areas. These areas can include potentially climate, digital, energy, health, raw materials, and food. So that's just an example. So I don't know how accurate this information is. I managed to find some of that information online. So I don't know how accurate it is. But basically, they should put together, or there's institutions where they can bring together different areas and how they can develop better products and services. So I do understand how they should operate. When it comes to actual operating based to what they set up to do, it's a different story. This is a completely different story. Point number two, that would be innovation and entrepreneurship. EIT aims to boost innovation and entrepreneurship by supporting the development of new ideas. products and services. So they would take ideas, and out of those ideas, potentially they could use technology readiness levels, then developing those ideas. And those ideas going to be developed into products and services, right? It provides funding, network opportunities, and resources to help turn innovative concepts into marketable products. So perhaps they have some funding support available up there. I have reached out to some of those organizations. They do have some funding, but there's boards, right, of people normally that would decide what kind of ideas or how to allocate that funding, right? So not necessarily they would fund everything. I wish, right? But sometimes they have funding available. Not sometimes it can be not necessary entirely, right? So perhaps you might need to source some funding from somewhere else, but perhaps partly funded. So what you need to pay for in the first place, facilities that was set up and bought out by taxpayers in the first place, that's what you need to pay for. So again, so there's the argument there as well, but either way, so there's a funding available. Number three, that would be education and talent development. Is something that they have solutions for. If it's something that yourself you might be interested, depending how old I guess, or where you are in your uh, career, or if it's something that you like to venture into, perhaps building a business. It depends, right? EIT focus on education and training to nurture the next generation of innovators and entrepreneurs. It supports masters and PhDs programs as well as lifelong learning initiatives to equip individuals with the skills needed for the knowledge economy. I guess it's good that they have those initiatives. I'll try to reach out. Once I'm gonna need to source a lot of people, right? Where I'm gonna be sourcing those people from, and where you can find those experts, right, within different fields. Some of those fields are completely new. Usually that's an issue, right? So something like a large language models, where you can find those professionals, right? Again, where you can find those. If they're gonna have some of those, not necessary. EIT Regional Innovation Scheme. The EIT RIS aims to extend the impact of the EIT to regions that are less developed in the terms of innovation. It helps regional build the innovative capacity and engage with the broader European innovation ecosystem. So they're looking perhaps to progress and build things up, right? So perhaps it's good that they have that, right? Compared to not having that, right? Let's jump on the organization's website and try to understand some information available for one. In particular, perhaps depending on what you're looking. Myself, I'm coming from a business perspective, right? I can say right now that they're looking to support five social media companies from America for whatever reason, right? Perhaps they're making it hard to build some of the projects within Europe, so they're looking to support American organizations in the first place. We're looking to support Twitter, LinkedIn, YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. So it's kind of interesting how they're supporting American companies by promoting those companies on the first page. That's kind of interesting idea. Overall, that's a good start. So, as well as they're looking to address some serious challenges, which would be good if they would do that. Global challenges that would be urban mobility, climate change, culture, creativity sectors, and industries. Digitation, digital technologies, basically food future, health innovation, sustainable energy, added value manufacturing. I guess that's one way to put it. That's very financial term. So input manufacturing, or perhaps, yeah, as well as raw materials is something that they're looking perhaps to develop. and where they see the organization moving, I guess. I'll try to reach out to this organization, see how well or how hard it might be to do business with some of those organizations. But it's good that this organization there, to say the least. Perhaps this particular organization, perhaps they're not doing anything themselves, they're overseeing. So it's like a government body who oversee other organizations, to say the least, right? So perhaps this organization will be able to introduce to other businesses depending on what kind of problem I'm looking to solve. If you yourself are interested in learning more about different areas, particularly perhaps how to build and establish your first, if it's not something that you have done so far, there would be a lot of information within this book how to do livestock enterprise. Within this book, I'm sharing a lot of information, particularly how to achieve first milestone. That will be progressing your way from first zero. Everyone starts there to $10,000 euros, pounds, and how to achieve this first milestone. Uh, there's so much information within this book, and particularly a lot of examples that could help you if it's in particular if it's not something that you have done before. Those examples would help you to save money, to say the least. So it would be a good investment to purchase this book and try to understand some of the key areas that you would need to know. You can find this book in the QR code in the corner or the website below. Just to summarize this video, perhaps it's a great organization. I haven't yet done any business together with this. If anything, I would like to see TikTok being promoted on the first page as well. And so it promotes some of the Chinese companies instead of European companies, if that makes sense. We're promoting American companies. Let's promote Chinese and keep things doing, since we're working with digital technologies as well. Keep it making very hard for any European companies to get there in the first place. Promote Chinese companies as well. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.